Hello there. Starting up my last match of this season of the league against bobbydj18. First board has some stuff, though not a real crazy amount of stuff. It's a bit of a pain. I mean, obviously, can do you can trash down into remake, but then still gains limited even if you do a bunch of draw. I mean, you'll be able to get some duchies, of course, but it's a bit of a pain in that respect. I mean, you can't really get a bunch of advisors and saunas at the same time. Like, just not really a thing you can do. Obviously you can move your starting cards up into 4s, but still that's, 3 more. Then extra gains, I mean, there's ways to do it, but it's really not a super fast board. Just because the gains. If there's a village, then, you could at least be trashing while doing some other stuff, but which isn't to say that you don't want to build a little bit. It's just not super clear to me how. Jack opening still looks pretty nice. There's definitely something to be said for getting a canal and then maybe doing provinces pretty quickly. At least I think there is. Make it Asana. Totally not crazy also to like and pick up. I don't know, you pick up with your Jack. I mean, Guide is interesting to try and play remake a lot. That's sort of the angle you expect that to go. I would think. I mean, otherwise, I don't know, the guide opening. Well, I guess to be fair, the guide open, I mean, the alternatives aren't super exciting pretty much no matter what you go with. I am worried that I'm gonna underplay the board here and get beat up, but I wonder if I go for. They also get the dream draw, which is a bummer. Just a real bummer. But I mean, this for me could be like a seller. It's not unreasonable. Guide is also not unreasonable. This is a little sad. I'm a little surprised they didn't take. I guess I didn't get the Dream since they just do. Yeah, they didn't get Dream. They got a pretty good shuffle, but it wasn't. Now this is just unfortunate. Not hit any of the nice stuff. I don't really want to lower the saunas too much for them. This is not good shuffle for me. Yeah. I could put a sauna on top. The sauna stuff is a little questionable. I mean, there are silvers in there. Really relying on the first shuffle for me was fine. The second one was really awful. We may just be. It's quite unfortunate that I've helped unlock the saunas here. Oh well. I'm just not getting. We bottom decked a silver. This is like all the silvers. This is so stupid. These draws. I mean, I'm playing the deck that does expose itself to this stuff a little bit more, but it's still a really unfortunate draw. On top of the other one earlier. I don't know if this S-Sounder, you were unmuted. I couldn't hear you, but I can see the green light. I can unserver mute you later, but for now I'm going to leave it on. But feel free to ping me if I forget before the end. It is really frustrating, actually, the draw I've gotten here to get no trash as a shuffle. I mean, I might get an estate trash, but I think I could beat this deck because they're not going anywhere particularly quick. I think if I have better shuffles and I get some trashes and the silvers in, I actually do believe it could have been competitive, but I think I'm gonna probably lose out by the end of it. Because like this not being a gold or anything, like just the way it's fallen out has just been completely terrible. And now the jack, I mean, I can make the jack not miss, but I think we gotta play so the jack will miss another shuffle, which is just a much smaller number of jack plays than I would have normally gotten here. So I'm not going to have a points lead. I mean, they still don't have anything yet, but they'll probably get something relatively quickly. And it's not like normally you would open jack with the expectation of actually getting to play your jack more than every other shuffle. I mean, it's going to miss some, but it's bottom deck twice this game. So I don't have the money. I didn't get the trash and I got the money influx. I basically just haven't gotten any of the stuff that would make my deck run quickly. I might try and keep the estate. I mean, see, the thing is, yeah, I mean, I could try and not play the guy, or not play the son. I mean, either way, like, I could just play the jack, but I don't think that's the play. Oh well. Again, they're still not doing anything. The seller being here, I guess, is okay. And I guess the question here for me is whether whether trashing copper, buying silver is better than buying gold. I guess with an advisor, it probably is. Well, it's unclear, but. So this turn ended up okay. The jack doesn't really miss a shuffle. I did trash the estate though, so. Still no draw for Bobby. This hand's guaranteed to hit province. Well, okay, it's technically not guaranteed to hit province, but it's very likely to. I mean, you have to like top deck an advisor or something. They're not really going anywhere. Okay, so maybe we have a chance. Which makes me think, given these draws, well, this last shuffle, the belly aching, I belly ached, but I had the seller, so it wasn't really as bad as I was thinking. But if they don't have draws, then they don't really have threat with the. That's weird that you don't trash. I don't know. Maybe it's not weird. I mean, I guess I do a sauna. It doesn't probably matter a whole lot. I don't really know. Don't really know what the canal is for them. They don't have buys. They're just gonna fall in provinces, which is really quite good for me. particularly if I can make it pretty far here without having to use guide, then there's a real real good chance I make it. This is a pretty sad and I mean yeah, they do have to just go for it, but okay. Well, that makes me feel a lot better about what I did versus them. Maybe they kind of didn't play remake a lot, so they might have had some berries as well in the middle. I'm not sure. But I do feel like what I was doing could be quite a few turns faster. So I feel okay about it. Of course, I was the first player there too, so I had a little bit of that tempo. Anyway, I got real pessimistic there, but it did work out, so there's a lesson in there for all of us, mainly for me. Okay, so I don't know what you do here. I have no clue. Draw is pretty hard to build up unless someone decides to trash a lot every single turn. You can just try to get a lot of fool's golds, I suppose, which would at least be relatively pretty robust thing here. You can open engineer, or you can open engineer fool's gold. I guess I'm gonna go NG. You can also pick up some cavalries along the way as well. I guess NG goat herd is also not terrible. Though the second copy of goat herd is a little harder to justify, so you're probably just eating -3 there until the end. Like, you can get another goat herd, but I guess the goat herd pays for it. I mean, it does trash uniques as well, so I didn't maybe fully appreciate that aspect of it. Also, I am trashing engineers, so there's also that. I like the goat herd more now that I've kind of thought about it. I didn't fully appreciate its everything that works here. I'm gonna not trash this time the engineer, I guess, in the hopes that they hit a hireling. Hireling is interesting. I don't know if it's super duper good, but it's probably not unreasonable. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I would be happy to have an engineer, or a hireling rather. Yeah, okay, so like this shelter trashing sure does seem like a worthwhile thing in hindsight. I'm just gonna have to hope, I guess, I win the province split really big here. Since I'm clearly not doing so great in other, hopefully we get a hovel trash. That would be nice. They have a lot of goat herds. I mean, I'm not gonna trash my fool's gold, so I will eventually have to pop the engineer probably, but when exactly? Engineer pop could also be saved for a shuffle. I mean, well, there are a few things going on there. The deck is pretty big. I mean, I guess I could trigger it. Well, no, we can't really trigger this. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I probably need to do this now. I mean, we could try the goat herd thing. They're probably gonna stop. I could get a couple goat herds, or I could get, like they've already trashed a fair bit though, so they did buy another. It's the question of what do I think is worse here, or better, not worse, but better. We'll try the goat herds. I mean, who knows, right? What do I think a gold works out eventually? I mean, it might. I also have to kind of watch the horse stuff. This will be a province. Well, they didn't get to trash on the. I could get a gold now, I guess, but looks like I should have. Who knew? Actually. We gotta try and get something. This is still not. I hate doing this. There's no way this is good. We didn't find the, whatchamacallit. We did make their goat herds cantrips though, unfortunately. But I guess they are making mine like lab things, so that's kind of cool. I don't really have how many Fool's Gold. I played like a lot of my Fool's Gold, so I'll probably draw another cavalry, so I probably should trash this one, but I can't really. Like, I just can't. I'm also not, I don't think I'll, yeah. There's like more cow, okay. Interesting. Finding the other goat herd there would have been wild good. They're really, I mean, they're all about the, maybe I got 6 of the Fool's Golds. That's cool. True. This is again a situation where I'll probably trash them. I mean, at this point, probably do it for points, even though we're very likely to draw more cavalries in the future. All right, well, we didn't get, what we wanted, but I guess they trashed enough coppers now. That they have, I don't think I've trashed any coppers, so they must have trashed all their coppers. It would have been nice to see OE there, but you know, what can you do? Or on the previous turn, really would have been the time. They're probably just gonna province straight out from here. They have big hands. I mean, they can fail. They can still miss, but I guess if they miss, they'll probably conquest. I have to take it just regardless. They're down to 1 cavalry right now. So they have to take care of this stuff somehow. They still have an NG2. Okay. Well, I guess they can get cavalries and then maybe 2 cavalries or something. Fortunately, I don't have my goat herds, so I do wish I had gotten, I don't necessarily know that I needed to open the goat herd, but I do wish I had maybe got one, picked one up on the first shuffle. I wonder if they already have the 8 in hand, I suppose. You sort of expect them to trash to swing the points around there, yeah. I mean, I'm still just going to buy one and hope they miss. I don't really know what other options I have at this point. Presumably they'll just click okay, they do have to play a horse. I don't know if what they're checking exactly. I mean, there's always like they can play cards and buy. I was gonna say I don't know what they're looking at there exactly. Oh, that was their last horse as well. That's interesting. All right. So that was kind of an interesting one. I think Wolfden made that one more interesting. Sometimes Wolfden's obnoxious, but I think there were some nice interactions there. Actually, quite a few I mean, not all of them were like, you know, blow your mind interactions, but at least at the level of cute, which is always nice to have. It was pretty cool board. I think I'm definitely too slow on the goat herd. I mean, it's like it would have been interesting, and maybe if I had a goat herd, I would have just got mad about when people got to trash stuff. But there was something there. I guess you can. I mean, Mountebank looms fairly large here. I guess you could like open research, right? And then if you draw the research with a state on turn 3, play it. And if you don't draw it till turn 4, then butterfly it. Sounds kind of like a reasonable option select. I guess I don't know if that term applies there, but I think it doesn't. But it I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But I think you can make your choice about your butterfly based on that. Another option is like horse traders, and if you hit 5, I mean horse traders probably doesn't. Let's try the research thing. I don't know if it's the play necessarily, but it seems not crazy. We don't have villages here, so there's no way to magically acquire village. Like this is a guaranteed 5 the next turn, so we'll do it that way. It was already a guaranteed 5 for drawing the next turn, but there is a question, I think, of whether the deck probably becomes large enough that Slay is okay. Probably better than nothing. Not like obviously better than nothing, but this is, of course, a bit sadder. See, I think this is wrong. Like, I think you butterfly the research there. I don't think that's correct. Because it's not like you can have hopes of actually like staying thin here. That's not happening. I mean, I may still get another research. It still does similar things. Researching horses is actually kind of okay. Possibly. I mean, we may research the Slay. I do think I want another Mountebank. There's something to getting really lucky and crypting a bunch off a reasonably sized research, though kind of doing that at will is pretty tough. Though not necessarily impossible. The Slay misses, but it's fine. I will take another Mountebank here, and I'm gonna be a little over terminaled, but it's like whatever. Like we probably have collision here. I don't know. It's not like obvious to me that silver is. I guess we can do. It's like 2 horses, nothing versus silver by another Slay, maybe. I don't think we can not butterfly the Slay and buy another Slay. Like, I don't think we go to 4 terminals yet. And it's not like I want 2 sleighs that much. So there's something to be said for at least thinking about changing here. I don't know. It was extremely unclear to me. We don't see the other research, which is a bit of a bummer, but we'll play him probably. I think I might try the crypt. There's gonna be quite a bit of luck involved on how good it can be, though there are a couple cards that can help it. They get a block, which is unfortunate. I mean, we could also demand something and try for that kind of angle. Your dream here is actually not finding the crypt. Okay, so that's very good. Potentially. We got a 50-50 of being pretty happy here. I could put the... This goes in hand, doesn't it? Yeah. That's pretty funny. I don't think you take province yet. I don't think I would, but... We've got a 50-50 here on being happy. We also may be very sad. I think it's a 50-50. Yeah, there's one horse. I guess in the sad times, we could still research something, I mean, maybe like the silver, and then still the crypt being kind of a bigger hand. I mean, it's not crazy. I don't know if it's truly the play, but it's not outrageous as an idea. I do think I'll probably buy a gold here. What are they going to do? Horse traders? I mean, that would be okay. All right. Now, this is not super clear to me. I guess you still trash it, like, just kidding. I mean, the crypt is still aside for quite a few turns. So it's probably got to be worth it still to just trash a copper. It maybe is, I guess, depending on the length of the game, it's like possibly just strictly worse. Maybe not even depending on the length of the game, right? Probably just worse. I'll ask. I wish Way the Butterfly somehow didn't use a... What are we gonna get here? Is a 5 particularly nice? I guess we could try and get another crypt. Where's my... Where are my gosh darned mountebanks? I guess we just set a bunch of them aside. I mean, we could clean up. The mountebanks hid. Just imagine if this research is mountebank instead, and then the kind of world we'd be living in, but nonetheless, I guess I'm gonna do this. This is like go for decently big crypt part 2. I don't know if it'll work out, but it certainly is a decently big crypt. So hooray for crypt. Guess we'll play it a little conservative. Works out. We're having the mountebanks are good buddies, but I can't complain too much given the crypts. I really can't. I mean, I can and I will, but I probably shouldn't. So this crypt is coming back in. I've also hit a lot of guess I'll gold. There's something to be said for thinking about we still miss here unless they mountebank us, which it's worth it, right? What am I getting? I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like worth it, I think. I think it's worth it. It makes me feel, this is sad, I'm hitting 7 even with these crypts. You know, whatever. I guess it's just a thing. Hopefully they don't clean up enough and catch us, but it could happen. I'll probably just research the crypt. It's not totally clear, actually. Man, I still miss it. Maybe it was really bad to do it that way. I'm just gonna miss province. I'm gonna hit 7 over and over again. This hand hits 6. It's sad. It's just sad. I don't deserve this. It did make the yeah, they're just gonna like hit province twice and I'm gonna cry. Wave butterfly is exactly right. I wonder if I ever had a wave the butterfly like slay interaction that I should have taken advantage of. They're just gonna hit it again. I'm gonna lose this game even, oh gosh. I'm so mad. This is like gold too. The golds are down here, but it's not paired with enough. There's no way, especially with the copper coming here. It's just not paired with enough. You should like horse traders, right? Like demand horse traders. If the sleigh had been in the last hand, then I could have got a gold into hand, and then I would have had 7. And if wishes were horses and all that, you already know. It's just like, I mean, unless I can get 2 duchies, I guess estate plus duchy also is a little awkward for them. Pretty sure, well, I guess if you know, I mean, it depends on what they know is on top of the deck, but it kind of feels like horse traders might have been a little better, but I mean, I don't have enough. I mean, I might have $5 in here or something, but oh, never mind. I just have $8, but they're gonna hit 8, and then I'm gonna cry. It's gotta be. I mean, they hit 8, but it's gotta be a horse. Well, it doesn't gotta be, but it's probably. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. That was rough. I mean, it could have been real rough for them because it was sort of a crapshoot anyway. But the shuffle, I hit 7 a bunch, and then I probably made the wrong choice with the research. I could have trashed curse, still bought duchy. I don't remember if I had curse. If I had curse, maybe I didn't, but I could have not trashed, and I could have bought duchy and set aside gold, silver, copper, which was probably better, to be honest. Would have to go back and play it out and then be really sad at our choices, but I think that was likely the thing. There's not. I'm gonna go Sage Magpie. Yeah, I was definitely in a position to win that last one. There was some bad luck, but I think I probably did blow it on that turn where I researched the crypt. Though I still may have failed to hit 8 on the upcoming turns just by however it went. Open Jack. I think I'm gonna open Magpie. I like the Jack fine, but they get a really nice flip. They go all the way to the end of the shuffle and trash a card. I don't know if they won't have 4, right? They won't have 4, so that's something. This was a really pretty bizarre draw. I was gonna say that if I had, anything else, I could. What should we? Like, we can get magpies, but the magpies also won't. The magpie won't activate here either. We could try a Devil's Workshop. It would be okay to just draw the Devil's Workshop here and get a gold. That wouldn't be such a terrible thing. If we get another big, if we draw another, well, we didn't draw the magpies, but we may still just mint here. There's something to be said for waiting and trying to draw more of it. Trying to draw bigger. which I guess that would be like a stables buy now. 5 is already pretty big though. I think I want the mint, right? We may later on want changelings, but they buy stables, okay. The one on a shuffle eventually is going to get a big number of magpies, and I hope it's me. This is just a garbage opening hand, but what can you do? There's still worlds where it turns really, really nice. This is okay. Not good, but they haven't gotten much either, so Second Devil's Workshop to me looks awful. But we could try the Relic now, but probably just stables. Maybe we try Relic. I mean, Relic doesn't do... There's something to be said for just saving a magpie and buying a magpie as well. What in the world? I just browser randomly goes. My mouse like randomly has a back button and just randomly activates. It's so annoying. I need a better mouse. Relic is okay. I'm a bit worried that they get 30 or empty the magpies now. Though I have a, you know, they're gonna empty them, but I have an okay amount of them. So okay, they don't quite empty them either. There's like some nice changeling stuff here, but it's also not incredibly good. One thing that would have been better about like a stables at the end there would have been potential for I don't know, there's some draw here where you... Do they mean to save something? Why would you buy a sage? I don't get it. Nothing makes sense to me. Well, okay. Alright, well this is awful. This could be a changeling. That was an awful draw. I've got, man, I'm gonna lose this game off some terrible, terrible draw, aren't I? They'll empty the magpies now. They may get to do magpie chain. Oh, good, they didn't either. Okay, they're getting, well, they haven't trashed, right? They never meant it. So I'd blame them for that, but they have so many changelings, wow. Okay. There's something to be said for potentially oh, the imps went away. I think I will just I'll just take that one. We didn't get to the changelings. What's even in here? This deck's weird. You gotta have some golds. Their deck is a mess. They have like 30 changelings. Maybe they're gonna play them this turn and then their deck will be clean, but I need to green. I need to apply some pressure. Their deck is a mess though. That was unfortunate. Where are the royal carriages? They aren't around. Well, do we province or do we save? I wanted to apply pressure, right? But what do I still have another stables in here? The imps are gone. There's like some magpies and then I mean, if we draw in, if we can get into the next shuffle, it's okay-ish. It probably should have been a save. I don't know. I'm not even sure there's actually a... Okay, they resign. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe some really nightmare shuffles, but they took so many changelings before they could, like, I don't know, get them into play at all. That was weird to me. That was very weird to me. But I really wasn't paying attention to their shuffles, so they maybe had some really bad ones. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna open Margrave Page and hold my. I guess that's, you could open Scrap Page, I suppose. Still, there is some consideration here because if you get, I mean, the 4/3 is gonna open Scrap Page for sure. I guess there's some world where you try and hit Cardinal. Actually surprised. I mean, I was still way ahead of them, but I was surprised I wasn't way ahead of them on the last game because I had good stuff, pretty good stuff early on, and I guess I complained a lot, but It's the scrap is probably just better than the Margrave. Because all you're really trying to do is play page fast. Man, someone could get Cardinal and totally could hit Warrior or whatever. That's just absolutely on the table here. You can never get that Warrior back. You can never get it back. I mean, you can technically get it back. You can even technically get it back on this board. So what I said is not true, but who needs truth? Okay. I had the good shuffle. Man, actually, I think I want them to have Margrave now, right? Yeah, I would love, and I mean, obviously not with the, I mean, there's like a dream scenario paired to a nightmare scenario for them. Even if they have the good scenario, I'm like mostly okay with it, right? I think. All right, okay. So they didn't have the. I wonder if you do the Cardinal and just like give yourself a shot at the hit. I mean, otherwise my buys here are a bit at loose ends because there's not, like, it can be a third scrap, but that's about, I don't think that's super good. And then otherwise, again, it's just about trying to I mean, I could get a page, just planning to mostly cantrip it. There's definitely something to the Cardinal. There's a world anyway. Let's try it just for the, I guess their Margrave may have missed, but is their Margrave full bottom? I think it's okay to play it. So this is part of the problem of the Margrave on the open, right? Is there's actually a couple of different ways in which the Margrave plays of like dubious value to you. I think playing it now is like not such a terrible thing, but I didn't hit the treasure hunter. I just cycled them. That's just life. Hopefully they don't have Margrave as well. This is a little bit. So far the Cardinal has just been friendly times to Bobby, which isn't surprising. But it can hit, I mean, it can hit any level, right? It can hit, I guess it can't hit Treasure Hunter, but it can hit the rest of them in some world. I guess there's a chance of finding the other one, in which case I would rather trash again, right? I have another scrap. There's like a 50-50 here. It's like, I would get to trash a copper. Otherwise, I'm just missing a horse on the shuffle. I mean, the horse is pretty good. Well, we go another scrap. They haven't played the Margrave yet, which isn't super surprising. It's a little bit awkward to play, I think. So, I mean, hopefully they drew something bad there for them. I don't know, the Margrave is awkward here. Did I buy a Margrave? Apparently I bought a Margrave. Obviously if you get it before, like sometimes before you get it in the shuffle sequence, sometimes just works out where it's beautiful, you know, and it cycles 3 cards and you're attacking them. But there's a bit of an issue here where the like I'm gonna have a similar problem here. It's not like, again, the chances of collision are small, but of course if it happens it's very, very bad. And the upsides aren't super big either. I hit their treasure hunter, which is fine. It's not, I mean, it's good for me, but it's like now the odds go up a little bit too with the warrior there. We have 3 cards. I don't know how big this shuffle is. I don't think I'm gonna risk it. It just feels bad to even try it. And maybe I should be bold enough to try it, but I just don't feel brave enough to do it. I get a hero. Okay, I mean, not a hero, a rogue, which is reasonable. I could trash Margrave, though it's not crazy. They have a lot of terminals. So it's not like it's easy for them to play the rogue. But the Margrave is really good, of course. They just are playing the Margrave too, which is interesting. I don't know if they were punished for it, but the just going for it attitude or plan is pretty wild to me, or at least a little bit wild to me. Like the hero is obviously still in the deck. They didn't get punished, which that's just how it goes sometimes. They'll probably win, maybe. They have a little bit better draw, and there's maybe we can do one now. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I mean, I have a real, okay, they're just roguing. They didn't find their champion yet. But okay, we got something. No. Okay, that's fine. That's great. That's great. Okay. We've got a game for sure. I don't understand the more Cardinals, like now they obviously don't matter exactly. How many scraps do I have? Do I need it? I need to play this scrapped. See if we can get a little more draw. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Still have a warrior down in here. I'm gonna add a couple warriors. Oh, no, I don't have a warrior in there. But anyway, there might be a horse. I'm not sure. There's something to be said for getting more Margraves at some point, but not now. Okay, so we'll get 2 warriors. I think we'll keep the pages. Maybe do 1 swap. I'm probably still a little bit behind. I don't know. This looks like clearly wrong to me. Like you scrapped the cardinal, but this order, I mean, presumably you're drawing cards off this scrap, so this order is just complete nonsense. I mean, that's harsh, but true. Like, this is like Temple Gates bot play order. Not. We're still not really close to pile outs. Did get 1, right? How many? I think what I was gonna say, I think whatever it is fine. I mean, if we can get 3 buys, that's something. Well, we know we can get 3 buys, of course. Well, think about trashing cardinal over silver here, since there's no. I guess the bad thing about that is it gives them a. I could think about getting a hero, though I don't know if at this point it's really that important. I don't think I can get to like 20 and 4 buys. Maybe I can. I mean, if I can, that would be worth trying. I'm at 6, 14, 16. I mean, that may be possible. If we go silver coin buy on the silver trash, then card coin silver, or sorry, card silver buy. What does that get us to? We go. Some of those disappear though, right? What is this? We're at. And basically every silver gives you like an extra coin. plus the 2 at the bottom. So we'd have 6 silvers in the end. 12, 17. I mean, it does work. 8, 7, and we have 16. In fact, we can save a horse as well. Maybe we can't draw at all. They would both have to take... What either was, we'd have 12, 17, 20. So it's like card by silver, and then draw them both. Does that work? I think it works. Maybe I've missed something, but we lose a horse, but we could have there's also something to just having the wild hunt split bigger. Here's a question: is whether we get this or we get a buy. Like, do we need more than 4 buys next turn? I mean, I guess we can also have the split, wild hunt split even. Rogue is not incredibly crazy either. Well, Rogue is probably worse than just getting them like the Margrave. This could fully dud too. I mean, obviously I'll still have enough draw to draw deck, but I could just draw a complete garbage hand, so. I guess that's a question of how many treasure hunters do we maybe want to go up to? There's always the treasure, or there's always the possibility of having. I mean, the one advantage is that it does give us a chance to have 5 of the warriors, which actually that doesn't matter. But it does make the money a little easier. Well, they're probably gonna gain enough cards that. Well, if they don't, then yay me. I'm gonna go with just the one again. All right, we do kick off. Oh, they have a terrible turn. I think they still have a wild hunt deck, but it's bottom. Okay, so I'll be able to play a lot of stuff here. hopefully. This turn where they play 2 scraps and one just trashes copper, I mean, that's just not it. You gotta trash the cardinal. You gotta just draw if you can. But all right, so we at least tie. If we get another one, we'll be in pretty good shape for promotion. I'm gonna jinx myself. There's still a lot of unplayed matches in my division. I mean, at this point, we won't demote for sure, but we're out of there. But whether we'll promote depends. Someone could easily do a bunch of sweeps and poke above me. Yeah, it's probably worth getting the wharf on the opening. And the Guardian looks pretty reasonable here anyway. I don't know. I mean, the attack stuff is pretty slow, but it might tempt somebody. And if you already have one Guardian, then getting the second one while you keep drawing is fairly easy. So fully expect them to take a wharf here. This is not the draw you want to see. Maybe they have the same. No, okay. It's so funny. It's the people draw the. I mean, it's not that slow, but like people draw the hands, but they don't like you. You would just click the wharf, right? There's no real consideration to not doing that. My draw is pretty. I mean, it's fine. The wharf didn't miss at least, so I'll be able to buy one here. It's not as good as theirs, but it's still workable. How it ultimately goes, gonna live a lot on, yeah. Like I find a wharf. If they don't find a wharf here, then I'm probably winning? Question mark? Maybe. This could be a Devil's Workshop. I mean, if I'd hit 5 here, I would have been winning, I would say. But I did draw the estate, so that was pretty rotten. This is like the worst possible draw for this shuffle. But if I hit a wharf here, I think I am just winning. Now with this, it's quite a bit harder. I think a Devil's Workshop's okay. It has some. It maybe should have just been Village. Get another wharf. I may draw actions and not have like a villa that I can do. The 2 Guardians already in play. I don't know. This can make some weird kind of bad. I guess they didn't find a wharf either, so they had a really bad shuffle. I may just draw some actions dead here without having 4 for a villa. That's pretty easy for me. It's pretty easy. It can easily happen to me. I'm not. Why so many Guardians? I just fully don't understand it. This is probably worth cycling. Another card. Yeah, we get an imp out of it. Oh, I haven't bought anything, so we don't get an imp out of it. Well, that's okay. Villages are good too. The defiled shrine is, I guess, getting closer to looking like a thing you might buy, but still not really there. We didn't play the Guardian last turn, which would have been helpful. Like, now I don't know if I can hit 4. So I'm in trouble there. Maybe I should have gotten a silver. That actually would have made more sense. Oh well. I should have gotten a silver. It wouldn't have ended up saving that shuffle, but still interesting. I don't think I have a, maybe I have a wharf in here? I don't know. No, I don't. So I'm probably lost. I don't know. If they buy another Guardian, I'll just be shocked. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if about the curse either. I mean, there's something because of the pile out aspect. It's probably fine, but draw wharf. Oh, didn't draw wharf. That's all right. I had to play it. I mean, I had to try it. Like now there's also, it's probably fine. Like there's, maybe I get Guardian. I'm not sure exactly of the money in here. All right, I'm probably, yeah, no, this wasn't very good. That's okay. This is playable still. Not that I have, like, necessarily a lot going for me or anything, but it was totally playable. Surely you just get village, like, unless you're like really think you're gonna draw around and can use a silver. I guess you could get a second Devil's Workshop, but that seems so greedy. I can't imagine village isn't the gain here. That would, I don't know, I don't get it. Man, where are the wars? Okay. That's just really an incredibly hard sell to me to not get a village, but I do have like losing. I am losing by a lot of points, so, and they're still drawing pretty good, and I didn't get this wharf down. If I'd gotten this wharf down, maybe I'd be back in it, but this looks probably lost. I'm also not finding the villages, which I'm gonna draw 2 villages when I play this. That's, I don't know. There's plenty of actions in here, but that's frustrating, of course, but if only Villa read a little bit differently, and you could Devil's Workshop it back into good times. Yeah, that turn wasn't good enough. They're not having good turns either, but the piles are just gonna get me, I'm pretty sure. I would have really liked to have gotten at least 1 imp off the Devil's Workshop by this point. But, I mean, I guess I could have bought coppers anytime I really wanted that. Yeah, this is too good of a turn. They'll have like 13, so they'll be able to like province plus patrol. They can do both. And this should be good to keep drawing basically forever. Province Patrol Imp, I mean, they may not have drawn everything, but assuming they have that Province Patrol Imp, and then they'll draw good enough to make it out of here. The only thing is, like, maybe like a surprise, maybe there's some point where the estates become a pileable thing for me, but that we need, I don't like the gold particularly. Like, don't they already have enough money between the silvers and the Guardian? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's in their deck, but I know it's in my deck. A bunch of junk. A bunch of junk. I'm buying the provinces even though it doesn't do anything for me. It's like a losing play. This is punishment. If this gold was a patrol, they'd have a much better turn. This is called justice. You can't buy it now. It doesn't count now. I'll get 0 imps this game. That's my promise to the world, I guess. I didn't even hit 7 here. That's pretty cool, I guess. How bad of a turn would they have to have for me to win? Is it even possible? Like, for me to pile, like if I go, like, I've played all my wharves. I can't draw. I don't have that much money, do I? To do, this doesn't make any sense. Just, I just want to say that out loud just so it's clear that I know it doesn't make any sense. I don't know, maybe there's like a nightmare where they don't have villages or something. I don't think they have that few villages, but they have to buy villas or something and it's bad somehow. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a real thing to me either. I'm not claiming it's real. They had to have had a lot of draw left for them to have stopped there before. You can score quite a bit off a curse thing at the end. How many buys did I have? I guess that's the... You can't really get enough buys to do the abandoned mine stuff, or to empty the ruins, unfortunately. That doesn't work. Listen, no matter what, I'm getting I'm getting an imp with this Devil's Workshop. I promise that to you on this night. I swear it to you. I will get an imp right now. What's my win condition? Oh gosh. I've got a win condition, right? Okay, here we go. Let's start the process of getting the imp secured. Okay, imp pretty much secured there. It looks like a very well secured imp. Do you think they'll fail to hit 8 with the 4 wharves down? Do you think they'll fail to hit 8? I think they'll fail to hit 16. All right, we got that. Okay, very good. Excellent. All according to plan. I bet Bobby just won't hit here. It's like pretty tough to hit 8 if you have 4 wars down and a lot of other drawing. a guardian down. I mean, it's kind of hard to do. All right. Well, we come out with a tie. I don't know if that'll end up being enough. It's going to be close. That's not who won last game. Okay. It's going to be... I'm going to just, pray for lots of ties. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you all another time.